Alright, my favorite part. Replacing the bushings. If you look at the bushings, there's a gap, there's a flap on this. It faces down. So you know that if they face down, I'll show you here real quick, they're facing down. That's the way they gotta go in. That one's like it. That one's like it. They're all like it. They all should be the same. If they're not facing down, they've got them wrong. Somebody's installed them wrong. So they all should be facing down the way they screw in. So there you go. Now that you've discovered that, how do you get these off? There's two ways to get them off. You can try to pry them down, or you can do them simply like this. I just work them back and forth. If you feel uncomfortable doing it like this, you set up a pair of pliers. Or vice grips, I mean.
Just be careful.
And you can go this way too. Cut them right off. Now, I always suggest when you're putting your new ones on to lubricate them, but they'll slip right on. So you can do one at a time. However you want to do it. Take them, slice them down. Some of them just crumble off because they're so dry right, nobody ever changed them, but you can get them off and change them real quick. And there you have it. Leave your vice grips out for the front set. Do those too. I'll just leave everything sitting right there. So there you go. You know how to change them now. I'll throw these away. Okay, I've inserted the new gasket. That's pretty self-explanatory. And once you get your new, remember the studs go on the ends. As you can see, the gasket slides over that. So they hold them in there kind of.
Just going to speed you up through this.
The two front ones, always make sure you got a good head on the bolt.
I'll speed you up here some more.
There you have it. Now we clean down the surfaces. Okay, as you can see, the customer was right. There's oil leakage coming off of his gasket. You can see it. It's been coming down and running off the back side. So we're gonna put new gaskets in, torque it down, and fix this up. I'll give you guys the torque specs and let you watch me put it in, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm gonna clean down the surface where you've seen all that oil.
So you want to clean the surface off, make sure there's no oil on it when you put the new gasket and made it to it.
Clean the head, but you get the gist of it. I use a car cleaner on a rag, going around the whole edge, cleaning it up.
Now you shouldn't have any kind of silicone or any of that kind of stuff on it. They don't call for it per specs.
What I do is I get it down underneath that hose, and I bring it forward as much as I can, running it down. Make sure my gasket's all up there. Come on, bring it forward. There you go. Put your 2 studs in first. Screw them down with your fingers. Get them started. Right. Then I'll come up here. I'll leave them a little loose. I'll back them off just about 2 turns, or about a turn, and then I can move the gasket around just a little bit to get these upper ones started. You don't want to tighten them down all the way yet. You just want to get your bolts all started. Once you get them all started, you know they're started. I want you to go ahead and start working on these getting started. None of them are tight yet. I know that one's going. Don't tighten it up all the way yet. Get the last one in. Now I got the last one in. I know it's in there. I'll snug that one down with my hands. Go back to the other one that's in the middle. I'll snug that one down by hand. Not torquing it or tightening it real time, just doing it by hand. And then I'll start with the back 2. Tighten them down by hand. Run them all the way down. Kind of working your center out. Working your bolts from the center out.
Just going to speed this up a little bit for you.
So I got those. Go to the other end ones, the deep or the studs. Tighten them down by hand. When I did that, I'll torque them down.
Okay, so I'm just using a 1/4 inch extension with the universal, and I'm basically just taking that adapter from 3/8 to 1/4 inch. You'll have to switch it over to a deep well when you get to the ends, but that's no biggie. Just going to speed through this a little bit. Start from the center and work your way out.
Fourth one, we get torqued down to 105 inch-pounds.
It's going to speed you up through this. You get the gist.
Okay. Now the studs. What I do is I'll take this off.
Now the reason why I'm taking this off is because I needed to change the height for basically the deep well to fit in there. So no big deal. Do the other side and you're done, and I double check them.
Check them real quick. Make sure.
I don't go in any specific sequence when I'm basically checking them, just whatever works out.
Alright, that's double check. So, I want to put this one. Alright, that's double check. How we put it back together. Simple as that. First thing I put back in is this. this one back in the same position. You want to make sure you get it on there first before you put everything together. Make sure your hose clamps are on those. Now we go for the rest of it.